Or no, it's not called Shadow Manipulate. It's called something else. I gotta find it. I just looked at it, bro. Near infinite stamina, versatile shadow, which no shadow army, unparalleled growth, high mobility. He got an, you know the ability I'm talking about, where he can basically like instantly transmission between his shadows
Yeah, it's
and
like
swap
darkness
places.
manipulation. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, dark. Yeah. So it's like then you imagine right, like Sin Jin Woo. Every time he gets in a big fight, he doesn't summon just one person. He summons the entire army. And if I'm Sin Jin Woo to save mana, I'm only spawning in my elite generals. I'm only spawning in my elite. Elite only. And if Sin Jin Woo, like if we sit right here, hold on, Sin Jin Woo, elite um generals, ranking the top 10 shadows in his army. You got Tank the Bear.
We got Billy on number one.
You give me Cassell the Dragon. You give me Jima the little water beast. You give me Iron. You give me Greed, Tusk, Egress,
Did a pull up. I did a
Beru.
fucking pull up. I did a fucking pull up.
You give me Kamish, the bigger dragon that he lost, and you give me Belion, nigga. That's 11 to 12 niggas on a battlefield, including two dragons.
But you gotta remember, Naruto got 100 perfect shadow clone. They're perfect.
Perfect, but this is the thing. This is the thing.
Okay.
I love those shadow clones.
Right.
Egress with that lightning sword is flying half of them. Those shadow clones have to get in close range. Egress is not no slow ass shadow. He really moves lightning fast. And now that he got the demon swords, the demon king sword that with
Yeah.
the lightning, it make it worse. You
Um,
have Iron, who has that ability to shatter defense. Remember when Iron screams, he shatters defensive stats. Like he has a lot of at his disposal to deal with at the worst case just Naruto shadow clones. And I hate saying this about Naruto, but once you take away Naruto shadow clones, his bag gets really small. It's sad to say, but it really does get really small. It's a lot of variety of wood style, the different versions of the Sharingan, shit like that. Sasuke is the wild card because he has that Rinnegan. That's what really does make it really hard to bear. But what gives Sinjin Wu the element of surprise is the fact that now that he's a monarch, because if we're saying peak for peak, Sinjin Wu can open up portals in different dimensions and get out. He can like randomly disappear with his shadows. He has a monarch form. His monarch form, let's call it a spade a spade. It's shitting on Sasuke's Susanoo. It's absolute. He's destroying Sasuke's Susanoo in no time. Let's just be very clear on that.
facts.
Sasuke Susanoo is not moving like that. No Susanoo is moving at top speed.
That's facts. That's right.
So his Susanoo is getting shattered, right?
Yeah, speed blitz. Speed blitz.
Speed Blitz is getting packed up. It's getting packed up. Naruto has the best AoE like instant game changing hit, which is that tail beast bomb. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't change the fight. If anything, it makes the fight worse because now you're creating holes in the ground. You're creating openings for him to disappear into. Um, Sasuke is the only nigga with the hand-to-hand sword kunai, whatever you want to call it, technique that can not rival but match up with Sinjin Wu. On top of the fact that Sinjin Wu is always wielding two daggers. Another thing with the split blitz tactic, Sinjin Wu can throw his blades, his daggers, and then pull them back like instantly.
Rule of authority, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rule of authority. Yeah, that's another thing. Rule of fucking authority. He can shift the gravity in the room. That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yep.
That's even worse that he can do that. That's even worse. Another thing, very underrated, a nigga that don't flinch. Sinjin Wu has more aura than Sasuke.
This nigga say got more aura. This nigga bring it up
hard. This nigga bring it up hard. That nigga really do, bro. Like,
nigga bring it up hard, bro. He said they got more aura.
No, but you gotta listen. You gotta hear me out on that point. Like, he's not flinching. Any top nigga that's faced Sinjin Wu, they realize that nigga is insane. He's not the type of nigga you can just
ain't no bit. He be
talk
looking at
jutsu.
He be smiling like,
that's what I'm saying, but you're not talking to a nigga you can throw off. That's a nigga that really is down to get, you know what I'm saying? Sasuke has that, like, oh man, he really get down and gritty. But Sinjin Wu has really, at least us two, have really seen him kill a man.
I'm not gonna lie to like I tell niggas, like, y'all don't understand. Before this nigga was the Shadow Monarch, like he faced 3 monarchs by himself. He faced 3 of them by himself. Right? Died, came back, ran a gauntlet. Once he finished the story, he goes back in time and fight all 7 of them by himself. So the nigga is really, and he wins. So, like, to really run down on 7 niggas, the strongest niggas in creation, to really run down these niggas, like, hey, man, you might be right. A nigga be looking at death and be like, what's up, pussy? what's up?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the nigga, and, like, the epitome of what the monarchs are were really being honest. The monarchs are multiple Kaguyas.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if we're really being honest, Naruto's not soloing Kaguya.
He's not. You're right. You're 100% right.
Sasuke's not soloing Kaguya.
You're right.
Naruto had to sacrifice. I don't want to chop his name. Kurama.
Yeah.
Had to sacrifice Kurama for Barin mode. That didn't even last long. Barin mode barely lasted 15-20 minutes.
That shit was weak. You sacrificed this nigga a whole 1,000-year span for 15 minutes. Still get your ass whooped.
15 minutes, dog. Shadow Monarch, yeah, but you gotta imagine Sinjin Wu was fighting the Dragon King in his Monarch form. That's the only reason his Monarch form gave out, and it was his first time using it. And on top of that, if we're really talking about peak for peak, let's not forget Sinjin Wu got the Dragon Ruin. So he has Dragon's Fear.
Yep.
So he controls dragons too. And if we're really talking about peak Sinjin, he has 2 dragons. So what are we saying?
What are you doing?
So what are we saying? Like, Sasuke can't avoid all these niggas.
This is true.
Because either way, if I spawn all my elite generals, I don't care which one I send them on and solo the other nigga, those generals are a problem. Because one and solo leveling, I don't see in a lot of animes is Sinjin Wu shadows really have that jump no jutsu intact. Oh, they really don't just let niggas just slide. They all get at that nigga. They all get the jump in that nigga, and I appreciate that. They all get busy.
They believe the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment here. Jump no jutsu.
They always jumping on niggas and then letting nobody slide. And I fuck with that. You know, if they're jumping a nigga, they're all jumping that nigga. And there's abilities we haven't seen.
This is true. Got him.
There's abilities we
Oh,
haven't
nigga,
seen
like, God damn, this
that
nigga fucking. I'm still listening. All these niggas keep
there's
talking.
abilities we haven't seen that now that he's a monarch, we just haven't seen him really tap into. So like Sinjin is an unfinished book. Like Naruto and them, peak is Barin mode. And then we haven't seen another version of the fucking Sharingan. We haven't seen a new version of the eyes. Outside of new variants, rather than basically the highest peak, which is the Renegon or the Mangekyo Renegon, the one with the don't the what is it called? It start with a T or a D, like
Infinite
the
Tsukuyomi.
Timus, the
Infinite
Tiomis in
Tsukuyomi.
the eye.
Yeah,
Not
Infinite
Tsukuyomi,
Tsukuyomi.
but like with those markings when they're in the eye,
Yeah.
they're in the line in between the lines. I forget what those are called, but yeah, like nah, nigga, you're not safe. So it's tough because man, Naruto, my guy, I don't like really like shitting on Naruto, but it's like yeah, Sinjin,
Telling the truth.
that's just it's just a bad matchup. Like it's a bad matchup. Like it is an insanely bad matchup.
I'm shooting dice. I feel that. Feel that. Feel that.
Sinjin Wu versus Luffy. Sinjin Wu. That's all I
I mean,
got to
even with
say.
the tune power, it's like Luffy haven't shown the ability to like. Shinji Wu is damn near reality warping level. Like he's damn near like breaking reality with his powers, right? And I love Luffy. I like the only real nigga I can really give this nigga a run for his money is that what's that bald head nigga, the comedic character, and maybe Goku because they fight in universes and shit. And niggas like you being what's the word recency bias. I'm like nigga, I'm not being recency. Sinjin Wu can't die. He can revive the dead. He can't be poisoned. He can't really be hurt. He can revive. He can revive himself as much as he want. Right. So again, like you look at Luffy. Luffy can die. Naruto can die. Gon can die. Goku can die. Right. Now it's hard for Goku to die when he's in Super Saiyan God mode, all this shit. But that shit runs out. Right. And I tell nigga when you looking at it, Goku Super Saiyan God mode is gonna run out before fucking Sanjin Wu. It's like his mana runs out, and then even if his mana does run out, he has the little storage shit. We can buy elixirs, and then say Goku really whooping his ass, right? Say the Z fighters really putting shit, really playing hands to Sanjin Wu. He has an army of niggas that's gonna jump them niggas back. You think Bearer really gonna let niggas jump Sanjin Wu? You think Belly ain't really gonna let niggas jump him, bro? They not gonna let nobody jump this nigga. Even if he be like, I want to fight by myself. If they see this nigga losing, they gonna be like, my leads, let me come out type shit. And he'll let them fight just so he can recover his stamina. That's what I tell niggas like, bro, this nigga is really broken, bro.
And then y'all forget, bro, he got like a fucking out of body backpack. He got the
Backpack.
system.
Oh yeah, the system. The system.
Remember? Like he can spawn in anything. He got fucking random swords he has not used. He's got
Oh, the inventory
relics
thing.
he
You talking about
has
the
not
inventory?
used.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
inventory from the system. He's got shit he has not used, bro. Like I tell niggas all the time, like y'all don't understand, like that orb that Tusk is carrying around. Do y'all know how strong that shit is? It was $2 million on the market, bro. That shit not real. It's just that shit, and that shit's not accessible by random niggas, bro. Like he really has something in his possession that most niggas don't have. Like
For sure. For
I
sure.
don't think y'all niggas understand that, bro. That this nigga is really a different type of nigga, bro.
Away from the paint, bro. Stay in the fucking paint, bro. Pass the ball, my nigga. Pass the ball. Oh my god, this nigga be pissing me off. I'm telling you, this nigga really be pissing me the fuck off. Like, come on, my nigga. It's not there. Like the he don't pass it. How you pass me the ball, nigga? Damn, I got you, bro. Hold on. Hey, my fault, it's my fault. I didn't want you to shoot that grenade, bro. Smith, if you gotta pass me that bitch earlier, bro. My bad, it's my fault. I didn't want you to shoot that grenade. Go ahead, I got it. Yeah, I forgot about the inventory. You right about that. I forgot about that shit. Bro, why we keep giving up threes, bro? Give up a two. Nigga, stop giving up threes. That's some of the most annoying shit of all time, man. So I got a question. The Z Fighters versus Sun Jin Woo and his army. You think they running his pockets?
It depends on one thing. I'm not even trying to gas Sin Jin Woo up. It really depends on one thing. If if Sin Jin Woo kills one Z fighter and he gets that fucking arrive, he makes one or two of them niggas, he puts them on his roster, it might be raps. I can't lie. Cause I don't think niggas understand how glitchy that ability is. That mean he kill an S tier nigga or an S tier nigga is killed on the battlefield, he could just randomly disappear, stand over their body, and bring that nigga back to life in his army. And now you got a Z fighter as a shadow fighting y'all niggas with ill intentions. Cause that's one thing them niggas right there, nigga.
And that's
They
one thing I was
stand
telling
on
niggas. Like I was telling
business.
niggas, I was like, one
Them
thing y'all
niggas
don't
stand
understand.
on business for their king, man.
The shadows don't tire. They don't need to sleep. They don't need to eat. So I was like, when you think about, because they were bringing up Naruto with this, right? I was like, Naruto, what you call them bitches? His clones, they tire. They get upset. They get frustrated. They get hungry. Jinwoo army don't tire. They're already dead. You feel me? Them niggas can fight as long as he wants them niggas to fight. As long as he got mana, they will fight. So if they gotta go for days, they'll go for days. So I was telling niggas like it's really a war of attrition. But then you also forget that Jinwoo was also like a great bomb to himself. So he got walking nukes with him, but he still is one hell of a bomb by himself. So like you really gotta kill this nigga. This nigga he can't really be killed in conventional ways. You see what I'm saying? Well, I haven't known if he can be killed since he became a monarch. But, so
I mean, obviously he can be killed. He is not because all the monarchs have a human form, so they can be killed. There's no specific way, especially how to kill them. But what the anime has shown us, at least as far as me and you have read, is it takes a lot for them to be killed
right.
because they disintegrate over time. Not regularly, but the fight has to push them to a limit where you know what I'm saying. Their body is beginning to disintegrate. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl, like Sinjin had to cut her up and then cut her up again
Yeah,
to really like
the ant chick.
destroy her from existence. Like, and I think people don't understand what that really means. That means that if a shred of their essence still exists, they're not dead. Like, it's gonna take a lot to move a nigga like Sin Jin Woo off the battlefield.
But that's why I asked the
And
question: like, can a lot of niggas if he fight Luffy, if he fight Naruto, can they even really like no disrespect? Can they really even hit hard like that?
I mean, I think Naruto can hit hard. I think Naruto having the Rasen Shuriken, the Tail Beast Bomb. Like I said, Naruto in that anime, there are more AOE capable like attacks that can hurt Sinjin, but not kill him. But unless he's under duress, like multiple Tail Beast Bombs, it would take a lot. It would take a lot to like knock him off his feet, right? But Luffy Luffy does not have an attack in his arsenal that's about outputting damage, like
Yeah, yeah.
like a beam or a bomb attack, like where he just lets off a massive wave of energy and it just evaporates the earth. No, no. Luffy's about getting in your face, and that plays into Sinjin's advantage. Like the thing that I really feel like Luffy, people don't understand about Luffy is they can't stay in those gear forms for a long
Yeah,
stretch
they
of
can.
time.
They can. Yeah.
But they can't. So if that's why I say Sinjin doesn't have to put out all his knights. He just needs to bring out all of his generals and save that mana. And all he needs to do is extend the fight to a certain point till you can tell you're giving away and then really start punching you, really start putting you to pieces. Because the truth of the matter is Sinjin Wu doesn't have an AoE attack. He doesn't have a bomb squad of an attack. But he is the embodiment of like combat. He has dual wield daggers. He can move at lightning speed, basically the speed of light, because he can instantly transmit in any spot on the floor, right? He's literally the embodiment of shadows, meaning he can just disappear at will. Like at will, he can just phase through the ground and just he's out of the fight. Now you're on your toes because now you have to deal with all of his shadows and then wonder where he might show up. Now all of a sudden, because you seen it in the Tusk fight. The nigga dropped all those lasers and all that fire out of nowhere. Sinjin Wu was at the top in the random top corner behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like he spawned in all of those dragon heads, like putting fire on the battlefield, and it's like nigga, Sinjin Wu should be dead, but because he is a shadow, he could just warp through the ground and end up behind this nigga in a corner where there's like this faint bit of shadow, and it's like that's all it takes. And that's what, it being light outside, so you'd have to put him in an open field. Then that his shadows have shadows. You have a shadow. So now you play into his hand. Imagine if he fought you in a forest. Fought you somewhere where there's multiple corners where he could just appear and reappear, disappear, right? Then he has a dragon. So he can get himself off the ground and fight you vertically. So it's like, and then Tusk is kind of his AoE long range weapon. Where he's like that ball has touched juice like 70 plus stats. Mind you, his generals are all leveling up as they're fighting. They're like, damn, his knights are level 100 and he's level 100. Right? So it's like, damn, what are you really getting yourself into? Fighting a nigga that's like slow? Are you fighting a nigga that's fast? Are you fighting a nigga that's like, you're fighting a nigga that's really one of them ones. Like you're fighting a nigga that is elite. Like he is really good at his job. Let me see what I could do. How many badges niggas got? 4? Damn. Damn. Yeah. Give his ass clamps. Um. Um. This nigga ain't got no badges. Man. How good is this team? Really, just damn, it's 290s too, so it's not that bad of a roster actually. I mean, what do we do? Oh, it's 10 o'clock at night.
Oh no, like only when I really get me picked. I didn't mean nothing I said.
I could never really play Battlefield, man. Battlefield just
Hey, I know you're a liar, and it's okay. Try a little better though, okay? I'm reading too much between the lines, and it's pissing me off. Cause I know how the brain works. So I know what you say is bullshit. Hey, I know you're a liar, and it's okay. Try a little better though.
try a little better. Damn, she thick as hell.
Call my phone, he won't get no answer. Fuck. Go back to the gym. I need to go back to the gym. I remember one time I was chilling with. No button, this bitch kick girl. That's how take power, smoke all up. Niggas dips, where you going, straight come out. Niggas down, heard I make shit. I got all my money slippers, they need couple takes. 30S ain't got no button, this bitch kick girl. That's
You
how
know
take
what's crazy?
power, smoke
You know
all
what I
up.
figured out when I got older? I figured out why women love movies like The 50 Shades of Grey. You ever heard of a show called You? I understand why bitches love you, right? You brought it up. It's the toxicity, right? They love the toxicity of that nigga Joe, right? If you heard of a movie called 50 Shades of Grey, it's about a billionaire who into like that BDSM shit or whatever, and he's super toxic to the girl, right? And you brought up a good point. Women love that toxic shit. They enjoy that. They thrive off that shit.
They do indeed.
And it took for me to get older to really peep that shit. Cause I used to always ask like, why bitches love this 50 Shades of Grey series? Or what's that other one? The fucking with that London nigga. Like he be in college and shit. Fucking with that college girl. Damn, what's the name of that fucking show? After Forever After, whatever that show called. That yeah, whatever that movie called. That's it too. Did it with the nigga Hardy. No, it's like Forever After or some shit like that. And I realized that when I got older, like we were alluding to it earlier. Like women love that toxic shit. They really love that toxic shit. Really love that toxic shit.
They do indeed.
But when I was younger, I couldn't understand it. Like they say they want a good man, but they don't really want a good man. They want a nigga with some toxicity in him. You say it best, and those movies allude to that shit. It's crazy. I miss those movies really
And
allude to that shit. Like really allude to that shit. I was talking to my
and
brother about it.
it's not the end of the world with it too. It's not. That's how I try to tell niggas like don't. Not saying don't feed too much into it, but it's like don't judge women like as harsh about that shit because if it was like certain women, I'd be like, oh, then yeah, like that women ain't shit. But a lot of times, bro, it really is all women. All women want that kickback. They want a nigga that's rough, treating them rough, handling them rough, like, and it's sad, but it's the truth. Like, it's really sad.
Hey, Waddle.
Just
Whoa.
think of the links niggas gotta go to get responses out of these bitches. Niggas gotta beat on you.
Cause like 2 years ago, I watched the show You, and Joe is I don't want to call the nigga a narcissist. The nigga's damn near Jeffrey Dahmer, but better looking. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, he not eating gay people and shit, but he killing people off of impulse, right? And he always says something he can't control. When really, nigga, you can't control it. You just can't control your impulses. Like, you don't want to control your impulses. If I'm saying the word right. You feel me? But it's like women love that. They love that show. That's one of the most streamed shows on Netflix. You and bitch, I done heard bitches tell me if I don't got a nigga crazy about me like Joe is about old girl, I don't want him. This nigga psychotic.
Hmm.
Like he's killed bitches for less, bro. For less. For less. Like you want a nigga? What?
Hmm.
I just be listening. Like I try to do that shit. We listen, but we don't judge. I just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you women? Like, why would
Nah,
you
that's a
want a nigga like that?
possible.
Like, what? Like, maybe like being with a what they call good guys squares and shit. Just being with a square don't get me off. He don't turn me on. He don't feel like he can protect me and shit. But then like if you look at like Jeffrey Dahmer, if you look at Ted Bundy, like women love those niggas. I'm talking about the book reviews, the movie reviews, bro. Women have written they was like if only I could meet him in person. Like bitch, he was killing women, right?
Hmm.
Like he was
But
killing women.
women feel like they're the answer. Women feel like they're
Like, that shit is
the
fucking
difference. They
crazy,
feel like
bro.
they can change a man. They feel like they can change a man.
This shit about to piss me off. This shit really about to piss me off now. This shit about to piss me off. Why niggas make all these guard builds? Don't want to dribble the ball. Don't want to dribble the fucking. I hate that shit. That's some of the most annoying shit of all time. Niggas make so many guard builds. Don't want to dribble the ball. Like why you on the guard if you don't want to dribble, nigga? God damn. And I'm still listening, but that shit. I've been peeping a lot of that shit like last year, this year, bro. And like I don't knock women for that. But when I don't take women serious, it's why because I think about that shit.
No, you right to feel that way though.
Damn, nigga.
Just where we at in the world with these women.
This shot, nigga. Like for my sister, she asked me that, and like I asked my sister, like, what is a narcissist to you, right? And I was like, give me an example of a narcissist, and she was like, a narcissist is just a narcissist. I'm like, sis, the fuck is that? Fuck is that? You feel me, bro? That's a word you hear a lot of women say. Dudes are narcissists, right? So I was like, okay,
Hmm.
give me some characteristics of a narcissist. Because you say all dudes are narcissists, you don't want to end up with a narcissist. You say all this crazy shit, right? All this shit. Again, you shouldn't have to be with narcissists. Narcissist ass niggas, narcissist bitches and shit. But what are some shit that nigga do that makes him a narcissist? That's all I say, right? What makes him a narcissist? When I tell you I've asked 5 women this, they can't give me a trait, nigga, a quality. My fault. That's a
Of
lie.
course not.
Gaslighting. That's the only quality they give me. Gaslight. They be like gaslighting and controlling. I lie. It's two. Gaslighting and controlling. That's all they say. They be like, oh, he'll gaslight you. He try to control you. He try to say you can't do this, you can't do that. Like I was like,
Mm.
okay. In relationships, you have certain boundaries or you're not supposed to do certain shit. He's wrong because he's setting boundaries. That means he's wrong for setting boundaries. Now, it's one thing to be like, your woman can't do this, can't do that, and it's simple shit, right? For example, she can't go outside because you just don't want her outside, right? That's kind of controlling. Now, if you don't want her going outside because she lives in a bad neighborhood, you're afraid something might happen to her. That's understandable, right? Okay, you go outside when I'm home. That's fair. You feel me? I can get that. But if he's like worried for your safety or some shit, or another one, they be like, a lot of they guys don't want them to go to the club and shit like that, right? They say he insecure. I was like, is the nigga insecure though? Because he don't want to go to the club. Like, again, when we see bitches at the club, we think of one or two things. One, they on go, or one, they trying to get fucked. Now, do some of them got relationships? Of course. But that don't stop that. They here at the club with their ass out, with their titties out. Because you barely see girls in pantsuits at clubs. So it's like if you go into the club, you want attention from niggas. So if I'm a respectable nigga, if I'm a secure nigga, I don't want you going to the club because I don't want you having all that unnecessary attention. You feel me? I don't want you to get put in a situation where a dude grope you, or a dude might touch you, or a dude might do some crazy shit to you. So I'd be like, stay your ass at home. I don't think that make me controlling. I think that make me, a smart man. I'm trying to be situationally aware for my woman. Don't go to the club if you're gonna put yourself in a situation. Like, how would that make me controlling? You feel me? But women would say, that's controlling.
Yeah, it's where we at right now, bro. The time we in.
Oh my fucking bro, my nigga got him. Snap cam.
Women call everything controlling that prevents them doing what they want to do in that moment.
Can there be two leaders in your relationship? Or
No, absolutely not. It'll never work. Never worked in any way of life.
too many fucking shoot, nigga, shoot the first one. Oh, he green. Let me shut the fuck up. Now, because some people believe that the man is a leader, but in certain situations, the woman should lead. Right? She should lead in certain situations. So I was like, again, I asked, give me examples, and they was like, if she has what you call it, if she has expertise in certain situations, she should lead. That's what they say, right? So I was like, is that really leading? They would be like, yeah, that's two leaders. I was
No,
like, I don't think that's two
no,
leaders. We just
not
using
two
her
leaders.
expertise in this,
No,
what scenario, right? That's what I said. They would be like,
it's
nah,
not.
that's still two leaders. I was like, so
That's
I would ask
not
your
two
opinion on it.
leaders. That's not two leaders. And that's the definition of incompetence and a lack of vocabulary. Like, no disrespect, but that's what that is. When you can't find another word to call somebody and the only version of that you can call is a leader, that tells me, nigga, that's all you've been hearing. You don't read enough and you don't know your history. I'll give you a perfect example. I want you to one day think of it. Think of any kingdom or any empire that lasted with two kings and
I
two
can't. There
queens.
ain't one.
It's never happened.
There ain't one. There
That's
isn't
never happened.
one.
There's no such thing. There has never been a kingdom where a queen had the same amount of power as a king. I'll give you another scenario to think of. Queen Cleopatra in Egypt. Her kingdom ended because two niggas she married manipulated her
Yep.
and took all her shit.
Yep.
That's never happened to another king the same type of way. Never. Emperors die off due to genocide or some type of war rather than it being the way Queen Cleopatra lost all her shit in the most like finessed ass
Yep.
way.
That shit
She
crazy.
let
That shit crazy.
she let two kings that she married take her shit
Finesse her.
due
That's
to
what we call it.
war.
Finesse her. They
Like
finessed her.
finesse.
Yeah, they finessed her.
That does not happen. That doesn't happen. That's why it's never happened again. Right? What it is that there are not two CEOs of a fucking company. There are CEOs and then there are managers. And some managers run different districts and operations within the company. In meetings, right? In meetings. Do they make one person talk the entire time?
No,
Or when they switch subjects, do they go to a different person that's in charge of that subject?
to a different person.
I thought that's what leaders are. No, nigga, this is your job. You're good at this. So you take lead. You're not a leader. You take lead. Women and people who have very low vocabulary in this department love claiming that word leader. There is no two leaders of anything in business or in the fucking food chain. Two young lions.
I'm listening.
No. Two young lions can't lead the same pride. They'll kill each other.
Right. I've heard of that.
Two hawks don't roam the same area.
That's a fact. Even two anacondas or two pythons can't be in the same area. Either.
Right, because of territory.
Yep.
Women can take control of a situation or decisions because you're more aware, you have more expertise in this particular area, but you are not the leader. If my manager calls in sick and I have to run dispatch, I am not the manager today. I'm just filling in for his position. That's not how that works. That is called a co-pilot. That is the definition of a co-pilot. You are the emergency. You are just in case the pilot is not able to finish the flight. Your job is to step in.
That's it.
Your job is to be expertise at the other parts of the plane. Because how are both of you niggas flying the plane?
Don't make sense.
You're not.
Don't make sense.
One nigga is flying the plane.
I never thought about it like the co-pilot. I never thought about it like that. You cooking today, nigga. You cooking, bro. You cooking with grease, nigga. You cooking today.
If there's two niggas in the cockpit at all times, are both of the niggas flying the plane?
No.
One nigga is flying the plane. The other nigga is in charge of operating the systems that keep the plane in the air. Monitoring the turbulence, monitoring the phones, and making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, checking the cell towers and all of that shit. Man, we might crash. You need to get out of the way. You're in our path. Like, that's his job.
What was that nigga at when the helicopter hit the plane? My fault. What was that nigga at when the helicopter hit the plane? You heard about that shit?
No.
What was that nigga?
Yeah, I heard about that shit. I don't know what. But that's been. If you notice, that's been happening a lot more. That's been happening a lot lately. That's been happening a lot lately.
What was that nigga at, man?
Have you been seeing that lately? It's been a lot of motherfucking planes just crashing lately, or having some type of issues. I don't know. These niggas need to do better. I'm not flying to
some
get
niggas
this
need to
shit
get
together.
fired. Some niggas need to get recertified, bro.
Get fired. Them niggas need to get the fuck out of the business. Some niggas is tripping.
You out here cooking. Nigga. Do it, Grease. Keep doing your thing, nigga. Do your thing. Keep cooking, nigga.
There can't be. And I go back to saying this without no remorse. You can't have a woman and a man lead in the same department. Because they both have two different agendas.
This is factual. It's factual.
They both have two different philosophies. And that means when one philosophy or one mindset collides or there's a conflict of interest, you're going to get genocide. You're going to get a civil war. You're going to get few people that agree with one person and few people that agree with the other person. And what you don't want is you don't want that to spawn conflict, division amongst the troops, as they say in the military.
Basket. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Smith, go to the basket, bro. Put down. I know that's what I'm saying. Because you turned in a circle when you can't look. He's trying to steal it the moment I throw it to you. That's what I'm saying. You got to catch that bit, get to your fade, or catch it, get to the dunk. He got like 90 some steal. Both of them do. That's what I'm saying. Like if you got that lane, take it. If you got that fade, take it. Because if you put that bitch on the floor, he is taking it. That's what I'm saying. Like so when you get that shit, hey, you get in your bag, bro. Because he's reaching himself out of position. That's basically he's reaching himself out of position. I'm stuck. I'm still listening. Let's go. Good pass. Great pass. Great pass. That's off the board, nigga. See, that's a good fucking shot. That's a good fucking shot. Hold on. That's a good fucking shot, boy. That's a good fucking shot, boy. That's a good fucking shot, boy. I'm there. I got there. Hell no. That's on me. I'm listening. My bad.
No, but that's just the truth of it all. Like, you can't have too many people all at once trying to lead. What you can have is a leader, but you can have co-dependents and co-pilots and I forget the other terminology of it, but you can't have co-CEOs, but I forget the other names for them. When it's like the name, you can have a
VP?
CEO and then a president of operations.
Yeah. I heard
You
that.
can have a president of operations and then you can have a vice president of operations and then managers. Like, she doesn't have to be the leader, but she is in charge. And I think that is the problem we suffer from is women want to be in charge, lead, have all the leverage, all the control, but don't want the responsibilities.
When shit go wrong, I noticed that shit
It's
too.
why men are meant to lead because men are unafraid and unapologetically willing to take on the burden and the responsibilities of being the leader.
Yeah.
But women want to lead because of the power that they get from being in that position, not because you actually want to lead. Just because a bitch or a shorty is good at sucking dick don't mean she's in charge. Just because she's a better cook doesn't mean she is in charge. It doesn't. The person that runs the restaurant is in charge. Even though the chef
Man,
the chef takes lead, he is the leader
I'm jumping.
of the cooks, he is not in charge. He is not the leader. The man that holds the most power, the leader, the general, the motherfucking boss of all this shit is the nigga that owns the restaurant. But when he is not around, the person that steps in charge, the person that takes lead, is either the head chef or the hostess. And that's the difference. When you're in this department, like that area of love and anything in related, there's no such thing as having multiple leaders. You have multiple managers, but they lead a different set of groups of people. They don't vote everybody is in charge of everybody. No. That creates division. That creates a lot of confusion that's uncalled for. Because what if I tell an employee to do something and then another manager tells him to do something completely different?
Right.
Who does he listen to?
Fucked up the chain of command.
We both hold the same rank. Who does he listen to? But if we both hold the same rank, but we're in charge of two different sets of people, if I tell that if I'm in communications and I tell that nigga to do something, but he's actually under a completely different group, he would be like, I'm gonna ask my manager first. That's what you're supposed to do. It's not supposed to just be whatever you want to do. It's supposed to be what makes the most sense. If I injure my hand or I get tired of driving, is she the driver? Is she the owner of this vehicle? No, she's the operator of this vehicle currently. That's what the police say. Who owns this vehicle? And then they're gonna say, well, she's operating this vehicle. Like, no. That shows a lack of cognitive skills. The head coach is the leader of the team. The quarterback is in charge when on the field.
This shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop. I'm listening. These niggas
No, no,
keep
no.
just running across the fucking court. Stay in one spot. Damn. I had a pass to somebody. I can't even hit the nigga because the nigga just in
What
fucking
the
no man's land,
fuck?
bro. Like, damn.
Oh
I'm still
my
listening. Keep cooking, bro.
god,
You cooking, bro. You cooking with me. Keep
this
cooking.
nigga Shaden Sharp just baptized that
See, don't
nigga.
know somebody.
Holy
That's that nigga
shit.
from Portland, right? With the dread, light skinned nigga.
Yes, bro, that nigga really just dunked on that nigga. Oh my, and it was on some Anthony Edwards like
The
what was
Toronto
that dunk he
nigga.
did?
Yeah, when we done on that
No, no,
Toronto nigga.
no,
Yeah.
no, Anthony. Either the Toronto one or the one where
John Collins.
John Collins.
Ah, damn.
He
He really,
real
he
life
really
rose
disrespected that
up
nigga. Then.
on that
He
nigga
really
and just
disrespected that nigga.
he fell out of the sky. That's how
Damn.
bad it was. He fell out of the sky.
So the
Oh
Brandon
my
Knight, DeAndre Jordan
fucking
shit.
god. Yes, bro. Oh my
Oh,
god. Like the other nigga, he didn't fall or die, but like he's not here anymore. Like
he
Shaden
not
really
hearing this shit.
fell. The Shaden really fell. Like he was still hanging onto the rim and like slipped off. Like he fell out of the air after dunking on that nigga. Like, oh my fucking god, he had to brace himself for how high he fell.
Give me one
Holy
second, Cam. Give me one second.
shit.
Hey, yo, power forward, small forward. My bad about earlier, bro. I was trying to get y'all the ball without turning that bitch over. My bad. Y'all felt like I missed y'all because of play. My bad, my bad. Keep hooping, though. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Send me the clip. Send me the clip. Gosh. Yeah, send me the clip. Send me the clip. Yeah, we beat that ass. I like this. I like this. Good old fashioned BTA. Good old fashioned ass whooping. I like it when I drop a nigga off. God. Oh my fucking god, bro. You gotta stop going to the same corner as this nigga, Smith. Gotta stop going to the same corner as this nigga. Like, damn, hell no. Nigga, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god.
14 murders over 14 months. Holy shit.
By who? Oh, we got serial killer on here?
22-year-old Damon McDaniel charged with 14 murders over 14 months, allegedly responsible for 8.6% of all the violent deaths in Birmingham, Alabama last
Shooting or
year.
stabbing?
He alleged, huh?
Shooting or stabbing?
Killings like murders.
No, no, no. Shooting or stabbing. You know, it's different
It
if a
doesn't
nigga.
say. It
Oh,
doesn't say.
if
It
he
doesn't say.
stabbing
It
niggas,
just
oh, he on
says
some Michael Myers shit. Shooting niggas,
he
that's kind
allegedly
of different.
murdered a firefighter, a UPS worker, killed a woman at a club, and was involved in two mass shootings.
Damn, this nigga been playing GTA.
How is this nigga still walking the streets?
They ain't catch this
With
nigga
all
yet.
these cameras and they ain't catch that. No, they caught him now. I'm just saying, over 14 months, this nigga was free on the streets for a year.
He dunked on that nigga. That's the
Like,
old 2K24 animation, bro. Oh my
bro,
god.
he fell out of the sky, dog. Like, the nigga fell to the ground. That's how high he was.
He put that nigga on a poster, bro. Real live, did that nigga greasy. Did that nigga
No, they're
greasy.
considered serial killers.
You say, I know that nigga who killed 14 people considered a serial killer. But now if he was stabbing niggas, yeah, that nigga mental. Shooting niggas, okay, I understand shooting niggas. But stabbing niggas, like, if this nigga's out here stabbing niggas, that's kind of crazy. But 14 murders, 14 in months. Yeah, that nigga be putting up numbers. Not the good kind of numbers. Right hands, right hands.
Boy, these boys getting the death penalty. It's not even close. Like, these niggas are fried.
Oh, no way. No fucking way. They caught the foul. Dunked on that nigga. Violated that nigga. I hate this game. I really do hate this game. One more, nigga. One more, nigga. You see triangle right there. Triangle right there. These niggas
Wow.
That's a school.
Wow. That's insane.